Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's Claytano. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. And we're back with your weekly dose of Rune Prawn. That's right, guys. In this series, I'm showcasing your guys' top 10 runes in Summoner's War of the week. Don't forget, guys, every time you comment and like one of my videos this month, you'll be entered to win a Samsung tablet. Just make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit the bell so you're notified whenever I post a video, because the more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. Good luck. If you guys want to get your runes featured on this series, go ahead and send them over to soopyrunes@gmail.com. That's SOOPY runes@gmail.com. Now, you guys had a ton of great submissions last week. The unfortunate thing about it was that some of them that were really nice runes, I had to throw away because they weren't in the correct format. Now, guys, as you watch these runes in this video, make sure you guys are sending in screenshots that look exactly like the format in this video. That way, there's your name at the top of the rune in the game, and it gives credit to the person that actually has the rune. Okay, that's the only thing that I ask. I don't want to throw away any other runes that are super good just because they don't have your name on them. Okay, so without further ado, though, let's get into the video here. We're gonna start off at number 10, and number 10, guys, is a slot 2 attack percent violent rune. Okay, it has crit damage, crit rate, and a massive speed substat at 26. Now, the crit rate is actually a enchanted gem onto the rune, which gives it a higher base percentage than you could possibly get if it was just born with the crit rate. So the maximum crit rate that you could get if it wasn't grinded onto it is 6%, but it has a 8% instead. Now, it also has HP percent and defense percent also on it as well, which makes this a super nice rune for a tanky bruiser such as Camilla, which is what it's on right now. And it also can be used on like Perna, Wind Monkey King, all those different types of units as well. So I'm sure what you guys are thinking at this point, if this is number 10, we got some really great runes in store for you guys today. That's right. So let's keep it moving on to number 9 now. We have I Touch Myself with his slot 5 violent rune. Now, I just want you guys to take a look at this here for a second. Now, the maximum HP percentage that you can get before grinds is 40%. Now, if he used a legendary grindstone on this, he could actually get it up to 50%. Now, not only does it have that huge base substat of HP percent, but it also has defense and attack percent on there as well. And it's actually almost harder to get a 50% HP substat than it is to get a 35 speed substat, because there's more variables and more chances for it to go wrong. So this is actually a very nice rune. Thank you for sending that in to us. And you guys can see how it's formatted as well. It has the name at the top and the rune, so that way it gives credit to the person that has the rune, right? It's very simple. Make sure you guys do that when you guys send it in, again, to soopyrunes@gmail.com. Number 8 on the list comes from DWolf 2011. It is a slot 2 vampire attack percent rune. Now, it has crit rate, crit damage, and defense on it. None of them are really at the maximum efficiencies. The crit rate is almost there. The max is 6%. It's at 5%. Crit damage is 3% less than the maximum. But really, the main stat we're looking at here is that huge 29 base speed substat. Another thing you guys asked me in last week's video was, does it have to be not grinded or grinded? It could be whatever you guys want. Sometimes people are sending me 2 pictures, one of their runes where it shows where they're enchanting it or grinding it up, so I can see whether it's super efficient or just kind of like your grinds are efficient, okay? So you could also do that as well. That's another option. All right, moving down the list to number 7, we have GS Kosin. I'm hoping that I pronounced that right. And he has a slot 4 violent crit damage percent rune. And this has speed, crit rate, and accuracy with a huge attack percent subset as well. It's at 36%. Now, again, the highest you can get on this is going to be 40%. But since he has one roll into crit rate as well, the highest you can get is actually 32%, and then he has it also grinded out to 36% as well along with it. And then his crit rate is 1% lower than the maximum efficiency, speed is max efficiency, and accuracy is 1% less than the max efficiency. This rune is on here because it's a crit damage rune, it's violent, it has a huge attack percent, and it also has crit rate and speed on there as well. If you wanted to, you could grind out the accuracy for something else, but really, there's nothing else that you really need to grind that out for. Great rune. Thank you, GS, for sending that in to us as well. Next one up is going to be, this is number 6 on the list. 6. And this is from Dunross. This is his slot 5 Swift rune, and the defense percent is at 49%. Like I said, getting 50% on HP or defense or anything like that is almost harder. It's not almost. It is harder than getting a 35 speed roll on any rune. So it also has 8% accuracy, which is the maximum efficiency of accuracy. It has 5 speed, which is 1 below the efficiency of the maximum that it can possibly have. But then it has a enchanted HP percent, which is 2% efficiency above the maximum that you could actually possibly get without enchanting it. So I thought this was a really cool rune. It's obviously super tanky. Unfortunately that it didn't go to speed because it is on a Swift rune, but this still makes our top 6 on the list for this week. Up next is going to be number 5. But before we get into number 5, I do want to let you guys know that I am doing a Samsung tablet giveaway. So if you haven't already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It's free of charge and it really helps me out as well. And then also comment down below. The more videos you comment on throughout the month, the higher chance you have to actually win the tablet. And you also have to like the video as well. And good luck to you guys on the winners. And if you aren't in this week's video, make sure you guys continuously resubmit your runes, because I go through the box every week and I'll just toss those into week 1 and then I'll look at week 2 as it comes, okay? So number 5 on the list is from Gone. I believe that's Gone. And his is a slot 6 HP percent rune. And Vel, V-E-L, plus 11. That actually stands for speed. So that's the speed on the rune. He also has 6% crit rate, 16% defense, and then a 50% attack substat. 50%, guys. That's the maximum that you could possibly get. We already talked about how hard it is to get that. Well, Gone actually was able to get that, so he has 50%, but not only does he just have 50%, but he also has crit rate, speed, and defense on this rune. This is another amazing rune for Camilla, Perna, Wind Monkey King, all those tanky bruisers that you guys know and love. So this is an extremely nice rune. I would love to have this personally as well. So number 4, though, on the list is going to be Ertigal, and he has a slot 2 attack percent violent rune as well. However, this one is extremely efficient. So the accuracy at 5%, it's innate. The maximum you get is 8%, but 5% is okay. The 12% crit rate is the maximum you can get because it rolled once into crit rate. So 6% plus 6% is 12%. That's the highest you can get. Now the HP percentage, he actually sent me another picture of what it was before it was grinded, and that it was at 8%. And then the defense was at 7%, and then the speed is at 24. So the efficiencies on this rune are insane. I would almost prefer this. Okay, maybe I didn't think this one through, but I would almost prefer this with the extra roll into crit rate than a max speed 30 roll. Potentially. Maybe. I don't know. Let me know your guys' thought, what you guys would actually prefer, because it is a slot 2 attack percent. And you're not trying to get the maximum speed on this one. Crit rate would actually not be so bad to have on this, okay? So that's Ertigal with his number 4 on the list. Who is number 4 on the list? And now here's the top 3, guys. This is from Anna again. And this is a slot 2 attack percent Rage rune. It has a 32 base speed substat with 6% crit rate, which is the maximum efficiency possible for crit rate. And he has crit damage grinded in, which is at 2% higher than the maximum of 7% that you can get on it at the start. And then also has base attack on there as well to basically pull off this amazing Lucian rune, as you guys can tell. No arguments there, that's an amazing rune with super high efficiencies as well. Now, number 2 on the list, this is going to be Maui's rune. This is a slot 5 Swift rune. Obviously it's HP. And this has a 34 speed substat. Having a 34 speed substat on a Swift rune is already amazing. Now, it also has defense percent and HP percent, both grinded as well. And the flat defense can be enchanted out for something else like accuracy or whatever else. Or it could just leave it there at flat defense. That's cool too. But either way, this is a amazing rune for really any speed booster in the game. You could really use this rune on any single one of them. It's an amazing rune, Maui. Congratulations on your number 2 spot. The runner-up And the moment you guys have been waiting for, the #1 rune, you guys are probably thinking, what could actually be that rune? Well, we have just 2 salties. Slot 1 violent rune, and this is maximum efficiency speed plus 35. It also has 17 attack percent, 19 HP percent, and some flat HP on there as well, which is never a bad thing, especially if you're using it on a Ganymede like he is. So congratulations, Just Too Salty. You are this week's winner. Again, if you guys weren't showcased on this video, go ahead and resubmit your runes. Make sure they're in this style of format so that way the credit goes to the person who has the runes. Thank you guys for your participation. Again, leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And aside from that, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay soupy, don't be potatoes, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace.